Fire signs with heavy, heavy fire. Little bit of air. Let's talk. You got some rough things going on, and you're about to figure it out. I'm with you on this. So, again, welcome to Positivity. I am D. I am your nearly daily tarot reader for this. I do a fairly efficient 3 card spread identifying who the collective is we're talking to, further clarifying which part of that collective to make it as focused to you as possible. And then the third and final card is today's message. What is the wisdom that we can hope to gain from today if we put our energy in the right place? And today, jumping out first is our wild or our brush fires, our fury, our fire card. There is almost none more fiery than this. So we are looking at our Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, which that always piques me up because I'm a Saggy, and these kind of readings pique my interest as well. So for the fire signs out there, I am getting that you have been going through a lot. I think this reading is mostly an internal struggle that we are dealing with. To further clarify who this fire collective is, we actually had 3 cards spit out very, very quickly. One of them did hit the floor, so we're going to bring that one up last out of these 3. We have our alchemy magic, and then we have our wildness electricity that ended up in the reverse. So what we are talking about, or what these cards are talking about, the messages I am getting from this is a fire sign who is absolutely capable of everything that they want to achieve in their mind. You have that alchemical magic that you have been taking everything that has been happening negative in your life and turning it into something positive. It may not be immediately identifiable to everybody else. However, you know the gains you've made mentally, physically, and spiritually are huge. So you are somebody who is actively on their path to awakening and making this earth the new earth, the better place to be that we should all be living in. So, right on. However, you are having a little bit of time bringing forward your boldness. The electricity card is really about being who you are unabashedly. You have the wild side in you. When you stand up and you speak your word of truth, because I don't think you speak anything else. People probably underestimate how much truth you actually speak, because I think most people are just used to getting the bullshit. To be honest with you, I think there's too much bullshitting out in society, and I don't think you are a bullshitter. Um, but you aren't living it. You know what you're capable of. Your friends kind of know what you're capable of. Your family may think something differently or kind of know where you're at, but maybe doubt some of your abilities. I think you have probably a lot of doubt hanging over your head, and I think this is energy from other people that don't want to believe that you're as powerful as you are. So don't let other people's frequencies and energies get to you. Um, but then the third card that popped out, and this actually went under the bed as well. So this is something that I think you know, especially since we're still in the identification portion for this collective. And this is the home and comfort card. So what these 3 cards are telling me is that this fire sign that we're talking to, again, very magical. You know what you're doing, you know what you're here for, you know where you're going. You might be a little bit stuck on somebody else's energy keeping you down, doubts, and I think you might be internalizing some of these. Um, just remember, everybody's opinions are like assholes. We all have them, right? And what comes out of them? Exactly. So I think you're letting people's thoughts get a little bit too convincing in your mind, and you might be staying in comfort because of that. Are you sitting at home too much? Are you turning on the TV? Are you doom scrolling a little more than going out and going for walks? So if you are a fire sign who knows you are capable, but you're probably not doing 100% of what you know you can be doing, this message is for you. Because what came out as our message today, at first I was starting to think, I'm like, okay, there's a lot of fire in here. And actually every single one of these cards, the brush fires, the magic is the only one out of these that is fire and air. So we have all fire signs identifying plus one with a little mixture of air. If you are heavy fire, this is absolutely for you. And with the final two cards, I am going to read their description in the book because I think sometimes that helps jog people. I'm only reading into a bit of the collective, but these cards can trigger a reading for you when you look at them. So notice what's in them, notice the colors. But we have Solidarity, Inner Core, and Bravery, Oceans. And these cards, again, the third card position is what is the message? What is the wisdom that we can hope to learn from today? And with the Inner Core, number 18, I'm going to read this first before I get into my message. Solidarity. Stay constant in your endeavors. Do not stop your progress. Seek those who are reliable and solid. Keep your promises. The greatest power is from the inside out. And then Oceans. Go forth and explore. You won't see much if you keep the shore always in sight. Be brave in your choices. This is not the time to be fearful. Someone who is close to you has a hidden side, and it is best to be mindful of this in your decision making. Everybody's priorities are everybody's priorities. You are not everybody's priority, so you need to keep you as a priority. And reading those, I think we're clarifying a little bit more about that electricity in the reverse. So I think that's exactly what that is you have people's opinions, whether you see them or not, their energy is still coming to you, negative, positive, or indifferent. You are an energy magnet. So you are going to have to separate some of those energies. You cannot accept everybody's energy. Positive energy, cool. If it works for you, great. But negative energy should never be something that you truly soak in on your journey. It can delay you. I mean, we all do it. Sometimes negative energy is disguised as positive, and it tricks us. And 6 years later, we end up saying, "Oh, wait a second, none of this was actually a positive." We get out of what we were doing, and then it takes us a couple years to get back to where we were, to our start point. But with the Bravery, Ocean, and the Inner Core, this is what it's going to take you to get out of your head. You need to look deep. You do have something inside you. You know it. A lot of other people do it as well. They wouldn't be trying to stop it with their negative energy if they didn't know it. So when you are out today, stay in your integrity. Your integrity is key. If you follow your integrity, you will never be in the wrong. Okay? I mean, don't do anything bad with it. Integrity is doing the right thing no matter what, right? So do the right thing. Okay? You have the power to do this. You know you do. You've been through more than enough crap in your life. Yep, see, and the computer's nearly fallen off my drums. So that is a sign. You have been through a lot, and it's time for you to look at everything that you've gone through and say, yeah, but it's made me solid. Okay? You still have doubts. You will always have doubts. And the best thing we can do is look at those, say, is this doubt valid? No, it's not. Okay, then we don't need it. Is the doubt valid? Why is it valid? And how can we make a change to where that doubt won't be valid anymore? Because as soon as we find out what that change is, we can use that solidarity in our inner core and our integrity to get over the ocean. We don't need much to do it. We float. Have you ever actually swam in the ocean? It's weird. You can float without a life jacket. I did it. I've done it a few times, but I live close enough to the ocean. It's just a cold part of the ocean. We don't really swim in the Northwest. I mean, you see people like vacationing from Alaska that come down here and, they're swimming in the Pacific Ocean on spring break. Nope, nope, not for me. Not for me. Imagine this is your warm ocean. This is like Southern California, Mexico, Hawaii waters. hmm And you're jumping right in them because you know you can do it. Don't be afraid of the water temperature. You're down south. This is nice water. You have all of the power in the world to get up on your world and traverse the ocean. It's gonna be a little scary at times, especially that first time you don't see shore and you're out there on your own. But because of your history, because of what you've been through, none of what you're going through now is as close to a risk for your safety or health than the things that you've already gone through. I think this is probably just a little more annoyance during this part of the path. But you need to be able to step over the threshold and say, these aren't fears, these are just annoyances, and I've already been through worse, and a little more discomfort, and I'm going to be through it. And you will thank yourself to the end of days once you get through these things. A little bit of practice, constantly improving, one day at a time, one thing at a time, one motion at a time. You got this. You've already had this. All you have to do is keep going and use your integrity, use your soul. You know the right decisions. And I look forward to meeting you on the other side of those right decisions. Let's bring in the new world together, new earth. We got this, and you are truly the foundation of the new earth. So people with integrity like you, we need more of. So pay attention today, figure out what that lesson means, and hopefully carry that wisdom into tomorrow and every tomorrow after that. So, hey, thanks for sticking around with me. That's your reading for today. I'll be back with you tomorrow or pretty close after. So, love you guys. Take it easy.